Veterans Voices on KX News.
Over the course of several years with the Army and National Guard, including 2 tours in the Middle East, Cody Mormann experienced action, saw the world, and made sacrifices in the line of duty, all while pursuing his lifelong goal. KX News' Michael Gonzalez sat down with Mormann to hear about his journey and experiences at home and overseas.
Mandan's Cody Mormann comes from a long line of military veterans. His grandfathers saw combat in the Korean War, several of his uncles fought in World War II, and Mormann can even trace his family's military history back to the Civil War. Growing up, learning about their stories and how to shoot, Mormann took an interest in carrying on the tradition and becoming a soldier himself.
Yeah, when I was about 4 years old, my grandpa used to take me out shooting. I started shooting, I think, when I was about 4. And when I started shooting and stuff like that, and then I told him one day, I'm like, hey, I want to go in the military. I want to go in the Army, you know? And he's like, okay. So after that, he just trained me how to shoot, you know? He's like, this is going to take care of you someday.
Mormann fulfilled his dream, completing basic training in 2005. He says he worked hard to get deployed and spent several months at a National Guard armory while waiting to get his chance.
All of a sudden I found out one day, First Sergeant come up to me and he goes, I told him everything that I wanted to do in the military. And it wasn't where I was sitting at in this guard armory. One day he comes up to me, I was just sitting there doing some paperwork or whatever, and he goes, congratulations, shook his hand. He's like, I'm like, what? He's like, you're going with Special Forces. And I was like, all right. Like, I was so happy, you know. I was so pumped to go.
He was a combat engineer tasked with a wide variety of important duties, ranging from mechanics and running heavy equipment to route clearings and demolition work.
Our missions would consist of like doing a lot of combat escort, because we'd go pick up, like, say some truck would break down on another fob or whatever, or a cop, you know, somebody had a vehicle and they just couldn't fix it. Like, oh, take it back to, you know, Kandahar, where we were at.
During many hours of driving across the Iraqi deserts and Afghan farmland, Mormann says he experienced several memorable instances of combat in the line of duty. On one particular mission in rural Afghanistan, in July 2009, an enemy combatant exploded his vehicle. A piece of advice he learned from his grandpa helped protect his life.
When it went up, when we went flying up, the door blew off. I ejected, and my Kevlar blew off my head because I wore my chin strap real loose. My grandpa always told me when he was in Korea, and he got told, like when I was getting raised, he said, you always wear your chin strap loose. I said, why? He said, well, if you're out running around, you know, and a bomb goes off by you, he said, they told us that our chin straps would rip our head off. The last thing I remembered was like seeing the treetops, like my eyes just opened just enough.
Mormann was seriously injured and flown home to the United States to receive treatment. He found it difficult to leave the military after so many years, but feels grateful for the time he spent and the life he still has ahead.
And I started to move, and they're like, why does my back feel weird? And they said, you got rods in your back. I'm like, oh, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, my career's done. My fun times are over, you know.
Yeah.
It's all coming, and then I got depressed after that, and it was tough. But it was nice to be alive, you know, like, and it's like I don't take things for, I want to say, granted too much anymore.
Mormann earned a Purple Heart for his service in the Middle East. These days, he loves spending time skiing, fishing, hunting, and spending time with his family. Michael Gonzalez, KX News.
A few days after the interview was filmed, Mormann got to take his 7-year-old son on his very first hunting trip.